What's going on, YouTube? Achilles here, and today we're going to be playing a Rakdos Cruelclaw style deck. Pretty much we just summon the Cruelclaw, and we get a lot of value when it attacks. Looking at the top card of our deck until we get a non-land, which is a lot of good cards. And a lot of these cards are cards we could use from our hand at a cheaper price for their alternative effect, which is pretty good to make this curve seem less unforgiving. As you look at this stack, you're like, oh, okay, I'm not going to be able to do anything until turn 3. But you got stuff you can do on turn 2 and whatnot, and this always guarantees to get this, because this is your only 3 cost. So this will always get this, and then this has to attack to get more value. So pretty much your opponent has to deal with this little interaction, or else we're just going to go over the top, little by little. So let's get right into this list. We got 4 of the Infamous Cruelclaw. He's that infamous we had to make a whole deck around it. We got 4 Geological Appraiser, 2 Archpriest of Shadows, 4 Gix's Command, 4 Harvester of Misery, sorry. We got 4 Trumpeting Carnosaur, 1 Rakdos Patron of Chaos, 1 Chimil the Inner Sun, 4 Phyrexian Fleshgorger, 4 of the Gloomfang Mauler, 4 Virtue of Persistence. For the lands, we got 5 Swamps, 4 Mountains, 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, 2 Raucous Theater, 4 Restless Vents, 4 Sulfurous Springs, and 1 Demolition Field to deal with all those pesky things. Let's get into these games. This deck is cool because it's a mid-range deck with a pretty high ceiling. And it has some early tools, which is good. I mean, you're not going to have a turn 1 play ever, no cut downs or nothing. But like this, for example, all I got to get is 1 more mana, I go for Cruelclaw. And in the meantime, I have removal. 2 forms of it, honestly. I'll have more removal if I draw that 3rd land, which could be anything at this point since I already have my red, but I guess drawing anything else would be good. Like this. This card's nice too because you could cycle through all your dead cards, hopefully to get other things if you're that desperate enough. Plus taking advantage of playing creature lands is good. Speaking of creature lands. Alright, so check it out. I am dropping the Cruelclaw like it's hot, and seeing what her opponent does. They're playing black, so you already know it's about to get removed or something. But they might just be going all combo wombo, trying to reanimate something. At least that's what I think they're doing. Yep, they're trying to get their little pieces. And they do not have it yet. Okay. Just trying to see how I want to do this. So, this has Menace, so I'm just going to attack right off the bat. They can't block this, so let's see what we get off the top of our deck. And yes, we're going to play the Fleshgorger for, at its original cost. And we'll get rid of this. That. Going to play that tapped. And just to get rid of it, in case they do get another creature out to maybe block one of my Menace cards, get that out of the game. So what do they got for 1 mana? Maybe a bounce with that Maw card or whatever it's called. For 1 blue? No. Whoa, who plays that? That's an interesting one. You know what? Actually, that does make sense. For that style of deck. I love that. It's a pretty good tech. And our opponent clears our field. Alright, so in this situation, swinging for the fences. Gonna get rid of the Harvester of Misery. Next turn we could go for a Trumpeting Carnosaur if needed. Too bad they weren't at just 6 life, and I could just go ping ping. Oh wait, never mind. This is only creatures or planeswalkers. I wouldn't be able to do that. So I I have to discard with that. So they'll draw a card if I don't discard this. So it will prevent them from drawing. Go for that. And the Carnosaur is just going to hit the board. We're just going to go for value. This is perfect. Going to play it, and his creature will get removed. What will our opponent do now? Up the Beanstalk, desperate to draw a card, but it's too late for them at this point. Yep. Next turn, Virtue of Persistence comes out, and will just be a menace for our opponent at that point. Very good. And we are off to the next game. Well, I do not like this hand whatsoever. Like, I can understand keeping a bunch of cards in your hand that have some early value to it, but having these three, like, if this was maybe another land or something, sure, but like, this is better. I don't really have to explain why, but this is a nice hand. It's pretty obvious. Just depends on what they're playing, though. Got the Cruelclaw ready, though. And his brother, Cruelclaw. They're actually quadruplets. Okay, so let's be real. They're probably playing that Boros control strat. I want to get this out, though. I want to get the value out. Because if this hits, then I'm getting so far ahead of the game. So you just kind of have to risk it if your opponent has it or they don't have it. So they're going to attempt to menace block my creature, but I'm not going to let them. Unless they get rid of it right now, which they might. Oh, they are. The pain. Alright, I get hit by a little fish, dude, and now I'm going for, again, another Cruelclaw. So let's see what they do next. Okay, this is good. So they're gonna... Okay, I forgot. I thought they would have enough to do that, but that's the other effect. Right, okay. They can't block the Cruelclaw, so I'm gonna swing and see what I'm gonna get off the top of my deck. Is that the move, I guess? Yeah, so this is how it's gonna work. Do it that way, but this is less useful. That makes tokens. Yeah, I don't need this. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get another Cruelclaw to my hands. So, just more value. Alright, so now... Next turn's the Sunfall turn. But if they don't have Sunfall, I will do this. Plus I could prevent them from copying a token right away. So that's how I'm going to do it. Because I could double down on, you know, some of the Fleshgorger and whatnot. But I really just don't want to... Okay. I was going to say I don't want to get Sunfall, but it looks like our opponent does not have that 5th mana. They're trying to dig through their deck, and this is how they're going to do it. So now I'm going to make the opponent waste the Caretaker's Talent on the little dude. Oh, they're not even going to do it. Very interesting. So how do I do this then? I'm going to keep the Harvester of Misery in my hand then. Alright, so we're going to swing with both. We're going to see what happens. He might... perfect. Okay. So now... going to get rid of this. So the opponent blocks that. Cruelclaw swings. Let's see what we got going. So I could get 2 creatures to my hands. We're gonna do it. So I get rid of the Appraiser to put 2 counters on Cruelclaw. Where do I split it up? Up to 1 creature. So it has to just be 1. Okay, so I do that, and now we get 2 cards. Now I could get back the Appraiser back to my hand, which will generate me another card too. So I'm gonna get the most value out of everything to my hand. Sunfall, we know you have it. No, they don't. Very interesting. Okay, so we're just gonna swing for 8, see what happens. Another one. Just want to get. Oh, are they gonna do that? Okay. I guess that's how we're gonna do it. So they will take 3. I will discover, not discover, explore. Don't think we're gonna need that right now. If I could somehow get the Virtue Persistence to stick on the board, I will have a good shot at this one. But we're going to be smart. We're going to swamp cycle to get a swamp, so we can continue everything we want to do. They're going to block with one of their dudes. I think they are. Alright, so they do that. We go for another Cruelclaw. This is where they definitely have a Sunfall. Like, where's the Sunfall? I'm definitely waiting for it. It's coming. If not, they're just being very disciplined when to use it. Which I understand.
We fight together.
Got another token to deal with. So they got that to the final part. So we get to 6 now. How do we go about this? Is the real question. Okay, I'm going to show you how we're going to have to do this. Just going to have to swing with this for now. Do that. So this is where this will hopefully be in our favor. You might just get rid of the carry cake. But we're going to find out. But then they won't be able to set. That's so strange. So they must be willing to let me draw 2 then. This has to be a non-token. Yep, I'll take the 2. That's good. I mean, listen, if I could somehow get this Virtue of Persistence to stick on the field, and if they run out of Get Lost, if they only play like 2 or something, then, you know, we're good. That's how it's going to have to be. So that we knew was coming. They're going to get the little draw. But we're going to grind this out. I'm ready to try at least. You got the Forge right now. This is where it gets a little rough. But, you know. Alright, so this is the moment of truth. Is if this sticks on the board, I'm gonna get extreme amounts of value. But all our opponent has to do is play 1 Get Lost on us, and we're gonna be in trouble. Plus, they have a lot of pressure on us right now, on top of the damage we're about to take, so it's not looking too hot. So we will see. A lot of damage. Okay. This is where I top deck something. And this is where I lose, guys. Thanks for watching this game. I knew it. Like this whole time, I was just if they have to Get Lost, there's no way I'm gonna be able to outgrind their amounts of draw power they get every turn with that enchantment class. It really, that card alone really just makes Boros control it's just what it is. It's so funny. 1 card can always make a big difference. Alright, we get to go first. I'm gonna keep this one. I am definitely going to try to get another land. And look who it is. Just going for it right off the bat. They have it, they have it. Liliana of the Fair.
A fight? And you think you can win? Don't overthink things.
Let's get rid of this one. Okay. So the Geological Appraiser is good because this guarantees the Cruelclaw, so if our opponent wants to plus Lily, then they have to lose a card too.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
We'll draw. I'm just gonna go for the Cruelclaw. I was thinking about going for the Carnosaur play, but I don't think that's the right play. Because then I'm just going to be taking a lot of damage. At least this way. I make him waste the -2. That is Alcazar's. X.
Drop it.
Alright, this is my crazy strat. We're gonna see how this works out.
I'll be
Get rid of that.
with friends.
And next turn I'm gonna Trumpeting Carnosaur for something. Hopefully I'm good. Oh no! I forgot about that. What a shame. Darn it. Cruelclaw, it's too late, my friend. I lost. Oh well. Well, you guys seen the deck. You understand it. It's cool. There's some builds that do like go for the throat and stuff on top of the Cruelclaw, and then you can double down on the removal without having to worry about like the -3, -2s on everything. But either or, the deck does what it does when it does its thing. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already. Like the video, all that good stuff, and have a good day. Take care.